Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and clicking on this video. I'm so sorry I've been gone for over a week. I'm already starting to laugh, but it was not funny at all. But that's why I thought I was going to do a review of this painting, but it's still not finished. I'm so slow. It has been hot in Belgium. Well, not that hot as it was before, but still hot enough to be lazy and slow. So I'm trying to finish off Bagheera from Riolis, and yeah, I've had some issues the last couple of days. So if you want to hear about everything, take a seat, work on something, or don't take a seat and just go for a hike and listen there. Oh, you've got my respect. Because I'm too lazy to get up. But anyways, so working on Bagheera. It's going very well. I'm very pleased with this one. It's very beautiful. Look, I will put out the light for just a second. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? It is so gorgeous. So if you watch this, I probably won't have to do a review, but I'm going to do it anyways for people who only watch reviews. And normally I don't want to film too many Wip and Chats because, oh my god, it's jumping off. I've got a feeling that it's not really the most successful video on the channel, but then again, I don't care. There are lots of you that are very, very loyal and come back every time, and I do greatly appreciate that. I'm really happy you do. Hope the sound is okay, because I had to lend my ear thingies to my son. He gave them back now. I'm wearing them, but I don't know if it's it's still okay. Anyways, so the last video I did, I don't know which one it was. Was the last video I did the one the old master? I guess it was. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I was planning on doing some more videos, but then at one point I got partially deaf. Yeah. Like I've been having troubles with my ears for as long as I can remember. Since I was a little child, I was the child that was laying down on the table and my grandma had to put water into my ears, and it was always with lots of screaming, like pig-like screams, and pain, and I had to go to a doctor very regularly. Yeah, okay, anyways, so I had to go, and he would do stuff to my ears that I really didn't like, and I was always telling my grandma, like, we are never going back to that doctor again. But then, yeah, guess what? We went back several times, and I had many infections in my ears as a child. Very odd memories, because I can still to this day remember the first time I got a very serious ear infection that really hurt. And that was one of the days. So I had to eat my hot meals, like dinner-like type of meals at school at noon. And most of the time those meals were disgusting. Like, do you know what we got? We got like this mashed potatoes, but with fish in. So it was like mashed fish with potatoes, and oh, it was so gross. Ah, my God. But yeah, that's where I went to school. I went with the nuns, so there were the main characters in the school were the nuns who prepared the meals and everything, and I don't know what they did, but there was something seriously wrong with their kitchen. And the only times that I really liked their food is when they made macaroni, but they made mac, but it was not like mac and cheese, it was more like mac and tomato sauce, but I really liked it nevertheless. So I remember sitting there as a child, just eating, num 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 num, very, yeah, I was a good eater. And all of a sudden I get this sound in my ear. It's like very annoying, and then my ear starts to hurt like hell. And yeah, result was that I had to stay home from schools for like 14 days, and I couldn't do much because it was so hurtful. And so yeah, so I was laying on the couch. And back in those days, there weren't too much channels on TV, and there weren't even too many channels for children. It's not like today where you have like a Cartoon Network and everything. No, 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 forget it. So what did my grandma do? She, God bless her soul, she was so sweet to me all the time. But she wanted to lift up my spirits, so she put on school TV. That was the only thing during the day that we were able to watch. It was some type of school TV, and I remember that it was a series on insects and crickets and bees and all things that made buzzing sounds. And I remember being on that couch and thinking like, that's what I'm hearing right now. I've got a cricket in my ear. There are bees buzzing in my ear. Help me, help me. It hurts so much. And I never understood what was wrong with me, because I've got like the impression that many adults didn't do much of explaining right then. When there was something wrong, they just gave you something and you had to endure and just be a good child. But yeah, so as long as I can remember, I've had troubles with my ears. Also, when I get a cold, my ears start to really, there's this goo coming out of, oh my god, it's too disgusting to talk about, really. But yeah, I'm not really blessed with good ears. I can hear perfectly when I'm not partially deaf, but and I like to listen to people, but my ears are just, and I don't like people touching my ears because they're so sensitive. So you might remember from a previous Wip and Chat that or videos that I had a really bad cold, and I guess that it is what sparked this this, like, yeah, a running, we would say running ear, but I don't know how you call it in English, but it's like stuff that is coming out of your ear. And of course I've got this type of eczema in my ear, so a rash, so I tend to go into my ears with because they're itchy all the time. So yeah, and that's not really healthy for your ears, I know. But the doctor said that it was okay because he does it himself because it feels so good. And I was like, yeah, you know, it feels so good, true. No. So yeah, after my cold was healed, my ears started to plug now and again, and I wasn't too worried about it because it was a few hours after getting up in the mornings, and then it would just crack. It's like this cracking sound, and then I would hear perfectly again. So I waited to go to the doctor, which was not such a good idea because by the time I was like, now it has been plugged for like 5 days. I'm partially deaf. 5 days. First day was heaven. Like, I'm sitting with the partially deaf ear. Well, it's not deaf anymore. But I was sitting with a partially deaf ear to the side where the children are sitting. And it was heaven. I couldn't hear their shouting as much anymore. Their excited screams when they're playing video games. It was like, oh my god, this is so soothing. But then after a while it started to bother me very much because of course I also couldn't really make videos because that was really a problem for making videos. So after 5 days I said, well, 5 days, no, it was less than that. After, I guess, 3 days I said, well, now I've got enough. It's enough. Let's get that ear checked out. Hope my doctor is able to unplug it. And I call the doctor and I hear a voice saying, hi, I will not be available until the, what was it? The 8th of August. So if you want to make an appointment, you can go to this and this and this doctor. I was like, no, she's gone. I don't know where to go. Because, yeah, many doctors apparently are on holidays. What the? This is just jumping. So, I called my mother-in-law. They've got a great doctor where they live. And he befriended them somewhat. So it's more a casual visit when they go, and my husband went there once and the doctor was like, oh, your husband is so charming and blah blah blah. I said, I know he's charming when anyways, so I called her and I said, yeah, can you get me an appointment with that doctor because my doctor is on holiday. And she said, oh, Lenka, no, our doctor is he's on holiday in Tuscany in Italy, and he won't be back for another week. I'm like, no, what am I supposed to do? My ear. She said, but go to the emergency. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna sit in an emergency room right now. So I started checking into other doctors in the vicinity, and I especially wanted a doctor that where I could make an online appointment because I'm always about social media this and social media that, but I love to make online appointments. That's so easy and you don't have to talk to anyone because yeah, I'm a bit weird that way. I don't like to make phone calls for stuff. So I found a doctor and I looked at his picture and I was like, oh wow, he's a gorgeous, good looking guy. So I'm like, okay, I will make an appointment for that doctor, but I couldn't go until after 5 days of deafness. Yeah, sorry, I'm scratching. I've got mosquito bites. I'm like, ah, I hate mosquitoes. They're all going to die tonight. No, it's not really. Do you know I've got this electric, like, it looks like a tennis racket? Pfft, I don't know, but that's so hard to hit an animal with, well, an insect with that. You have to really like do a full workout and make gymnastic jumps and everything to catch an insect that way. So I will try to kill the mosquitoes. Normally I don't kill much, but mosquitoes, I don't know. Yeah, nah. So anyways, where was I? So I was really starting to feel nauseous and dizzy. The 4th day of deafness, I was like, oh my god, I hope he's able to unplug my ear, because I'm really feeling bad right now. It didn't hurt. It was just like feeling very high or feeling very drunk without anything. That's the way I felt. I was like, at one point I was like, I have to go lay down because I can't stand this. I'm like, my world is spinning upside down, and no, thank you. And I was so hoping that my husband could take me there with his car, because I was scared to go on the bike because of my dizziness. I was like, what if I fall? Yeah, I'm a whiner sometimes. I'm like a crybaby sometimes. Don't worry, it's all normal. But yeah, I went to the doctor. He was very friendly. He was like, well, Lenka, what seems to be the problem? And I'm like, I'm partially deaf, and the first day I really enjoyed it, and now I don't like it that much anymore. It's like, okay, we will see what I can do. You know, here it is like the old-fashioned way with the big spout. I'm like, okay, whatever you need to do, please help me. I'm going crazy. I want to bump my head against a wall and never stand up again. I don't know what I did, but I think I did something wrong. I have had pepperonis, like cutting them up, and I always do that, and I'm crying right now because I went into my eyes with my fingers, and that's really stupid. Oh my god, what am I doing? Like, I'm not really that smart at all. But anyways, he was there like, okay, normally this doesn't really hurt, but yeah, you never know. I'm like, because the ears, like, I don't want anyone to touch my ears, but then to know that someone is going in there with a, it seemed like a horse tranquilizer, like bigger than that. And I said, okay, but come on, bring it on. And he started like squirting the water, and I was like all the time. Oh my god, that was so, I was so ticklish. I was like, my feet were going like up, like a little child. I'm so sorry, but I'm so ticklish. And he's so, no, that's okay, that's normal. And he had to go in like 3 times, you know. But then he pulled out so much dirt and I don't know what there was in my ear. It was like a whole universe in my ear. It was like, ugh. Yeah. So he was like, "Anne, how are you feeling now?" I can hear you. you! I can hear you! I was like starting to do this at the side, like, yeah, I can hear. Is that normally this should even improve a few hours from now, because now of course your ear is wet, and then he said like, I will contact your own doctor and tell her that I unplugged your ear, but to be sure for the future, it's best that every time you go to the doctor, you ask her to check your ears and just like prevention, like yeah. So I said yeah. He was like, and what do you think? I was so happy. I was like, I'm so happy. I can hear and I don't feel dizzy anymore. I think he must have thought I was crazy, but oh my god, on the way back home I was like, wow, I was so ecstatic. And then coming home, first thing I did was pour me a big glass of wine, because I was like, nah, I've got something to celebrate. And well, up till now it has been very good. So when did I go to the doctor? Wednesday, but I wanted to wait a little while before wearing my my headphones again to film, because I want to make sure that because I've got some other news. Well, you already heard the news, but now it's official. My first working day will be the 9th of August. So I'm really pleased about that. Oh, my boss, she's such a wonderful woman, really. She's like, so she said, yeah, maybe it's best that now for 2 weeks you go on just, do you call it interim in English? So it's just a contract for a few days. So I will be working 2 weeks, so always 3 days in 1 week. So that's actually not a part-time, it's a 60%. But I will be working every week for 3 days. But she said you can work for 2 weeks, but then me and our family here have planned a week in the Ardennes. So yeah, on the same place we went last year. I put up a vlog for that, you can go and check it out. So but we will be going to the house next to it, so it's the same place, but those are 2 buildings connected, and we will go in the second house because there are more rooms and we can have many friends come over, so it's going to be. But she said, yeah, maybe it's best that I don't give you your oh, what's that? I don't give you your contract of a year right now, because then you have to immediately start taking off days. And so I said, no, that's okay. So after I return from holiday, it will be the last week of August, so then I can go for 1 more day. And then the 1st September and the 2nd September, I will be working with a contract that will be going for a year. And they always do it for a year for everyone that works there, because of oh, what is it called? Subsidies? Wait, I will check the word. I'm so sorry. You cannot see me diamond painting right now, but I need to check that word. Subsidies Engels. Eh? They've got no word for that. Grants? Subsidies? Grants? Anyways. Funding. Yeah, okay, that's it. So they get funding every year from our government, so they have to see that they can put to work everyone. So I hope she said that normally it's no big deal and I can stay there if I want to, and I do want to, because she said like, yeah, whenever you've got your degree, is it like your dream to go and find another job? I'm not, no. Actually, I just wanted the degree and I just wanted to change careers. I wanted to get off my ass, no, I didn't tell her like that, but I want to do something that really gives me fulfillment in the evening when I get home. That's low stress, because believe it or not, working with children is for me a low stress job. It can be stressful. You've got lots of work to do, but it's a different type of stress. So I said, no problems, really, I'm here to stay. If you would have me, I would be so pleased. And then I'm here to stay. And flies. Then sorry, taking a sip and taking a vape. So then I started to think like the only thing that for me is going to be something that it's not really a problem, but it would greatly annoy me. I know myself. I'm like I've got patience, but I can't stand waiting for a train and my shifts will be over at 5:30, but my first train will only be at 6:30. So I was telling my husband, like, I want to go by electric bike to work. Like, it's an hour. It's like with the electric bike it's 25 kilometers, so it will be more or less an hour. Of course, when I've got to halt before red lights, yeah, might take me a little longer, but I had like this feeling like, first of all, I have to do something about my weight. I have to lose weight. I have to get a better condition. And I love riding my electric bike because going uphill is so effortless that I'm like, that wouldn't bother me anymore. That's the only thing that kept me from really doing large bike rides, and that's always the uphill. I'm like, I can, on a flat surface, I can go, and but uphill is so terrible. I've got like these thick thighs, and I'm really, yeah. So I was like, I need to do something, and now that I've got my electric bike, maybe it's a good idea to go to work by bike. And so I worked out the route on my Google Maps, and on Google Maps it says like it's 1 hour 11 or 1 hour 20, but that's with the regular bike. And my husband said like he's a really trained cyclist, so he said, yeah, I will go first. I will do the tour just to see how safe it is, because Brussels, it's the capital city of Belgium, and before now it was really dangerous to ride a bike in the city because of lack of places where you could, well, like there were no lanes for the bikers or the cyclists, or people unattentive and just opening their doors while you're, yeah, you know, very dangerous. But the last couple of years that has really changed, and they're making special bike lanes, and now we even got cycle highway where you can just woohoo, right? So I was like, yeah, I want to try to go to work by bike. And he said, okay, I will ride the route for you first so that I can make sure that it's really safe. And I was really waiting for him to come home because I was like, oh, I hope this works. So he went and he came home and he said, it's okay. There's only one point where you have to be very careful, like where you have to cross over a few lanes. But he said, other than that, you don't really know that you're in a capital city because most of the route is very in the green, and like and there's a lot of the route that is on the cycle highway. So he gave me the go, and he said, yeah, maybe we can do it the first time. Like next week I'm still off because the oh my god, words. The daycare center is closed, so next week I've still got a week off. So my plan was to go and try it for myself so that I can make sure that I'm not completely dead before I start working. Because of course you have to be really active during the day, and I don't want to be like okay, even if it's with the babies, you have to do a lot, and I don't want to waste all my energy just in the morning for that bike ride. But maybe it will all be okay. So yeah, let's hope. So next week I will be trying that out, and I will do a video before I start, and I will tell you all about it. I will show you when I'm in Brussels, and I will film whenever I go home, so you can be you can be witness to that and me dying and yeah. But anyways, so that's the plan. I don't know. Sometimes I'm really scared because I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm I'm biting off more than I can chew. Because of course you've got those 3 days of work, then I've got the 1 day of school, of which I don't know when it's gonna be, because they're only back the 18th of August. So after that I will hopefully know my schedule, and when it's somewhere around noon or in the afternoon, it's very doable. But it's far away from here, so when it's the first hour I will have to get up extremely early. So I hope it's doable, and I'm really scared because it's not that I overestimate myself, not at all. But I was so wanting to do this year that it would be so disappointing if It just doesn't work. And my husband was like, yeah, but are you going to go full year because on your bicycle, because what are you going to do in the winter? I'm like, okay, I want to be tough. I want to go with my bicycle. If it rains, I will take my precautions. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to ride when it's freezing. And maybe he's got a point there, like when it's freezing, it's dangerous. Although it's a gravel bike, I don't know. I don't want to go and, whoop, you know. I've got a helmet on and everything, that's no problem. But I don't want to make deadly mistakes, so maybe there he's right. And when it snows, you know, then maybe I should go by train. But sometimes even when it snows, the train sometimes says like, okay, no train today. I'm like, I've had that happen a few times. So I don't know. We will have to see. But I'm really anxious and scared, and maybe that's a thing that was also playing a factor in the me not being around too much, because anxiety, like not knowing what's going to happen and trying to prepare yourself, and I don't even know if I can go for a full hour on a bike. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. But I went shopping for some special, like this biker girl underwear. Yeah, it's not really biker girl, because then I think about a motorcycle, but no, it's cyclist underwear. It's like this special padded underwear where you've got like these gel cushions and you sit at ease on your saddle, and that's something that you can wear under normal trousers. So that is what I want to have. And I went to a shop called Light in the Box. But apparently for those I will have to wait for a few weeks. So I'm thinking that I will just go on Amazon and just yeah, get me a pair of those, or a few pairs. And then I'm thinking, okay, sorry if there are any men watching now, but there's one thing that I'm asking myself. Like, what do you do when you've got your periods? Like, I'm not on contraception, so yeah, I know, and I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. But that means that sometimes I'm really bleeding very heavily, and in those special pants, the objective is that you put them on without underpants, of course, because of the friction, and that would make your butt hurt and everything. So I was like, wait, you know what? I will just get me some underpants, and of course a few of them, and then just wear them under my regular clothes, and I will always have a soft sitting spot. But then I ask myself, what do girls do, like these cyclist girls, like when they're on their periods? And apparently they just don't care. They're just like putting it on, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot do that, because that doesn't seem really hygienic to me. So yeah, I will have to figure that out. But I guess Oh my god, I have to fill up again. I guess other than that, it would be good to have the exercise, and I'm begging and praying that my husband will be so kind to put on the lights on my bicycle, because it's really a sports bike, so it doesn't have lights and no wait, that word I really want to know because I don't know the word, but I will tell you something about that. Spatbord Engels. Splashbacks. Is that the word? Mudguard, wing, front fender, fenders. Yeah, fenders, maybe. So it hasn't got any of those. So whenever it's raining hard and it's a muddy road, make sure that you have fenders, because if you don't, you arrive at work with mud up onto your hair, all the way on your back, on your bum, everywhere. So I was like, no, you can't do that to me. You have to really put on my fenders. I've got fenders. They came with a bike, but he was too lazy to put them on. Maybe one of these days. So, and the lights, they have to come on. I was looking on Light in the Box. Yeah, I think it was also Light in the Box. And they had like this harness with lights. It seemed so much fun. But then I was like thinking, which color should I take and blah, blah, blah. And I ended up not getting them, but I maybe would try them, because it's like this harness that's all lit up, and then you've got a big light at the front, so if nobody sees me coming, they will see me coming now. But that's very important when you go like see, I'm losing my tip. Because not everybody is really a good chauffeur, I would say. Some people just don't care. But yeah, and I've got my helmet, and oh, I'm so anxious for my trousers, my underwear to come in, because I had to take the biggest size for them all, and then I feel so bad. I'm like, oh my god. And then again, I'm really doubtful if whenever I'm with the babies, it's okay. Babies that's really relaxed, and they're not going far. It's like they crawl, they sit down. It's really but when you are with the little toddlers, oh my god, they make you run, they make you like the first day I was with the toddlers, and at noon I reached my 10,000 steps, and when I came home I was like at 16 and something, and then in the evening it was like 17,000, and I'm like, oh my god. It was okay. It was not that I was completely exhausted, but if I would do that every day, I would lose weight. Oh my god. Then again, I drink too much, I think, because that's so bad for your calories. Oh my god. I love to drink my wine in the evening, and yeah, very bad for the calories. It's like, yeah, and I don't want all the good stuff that I did during the day go to waste, so I will have to definitely change my lifestyle and not be so, we say Burgondisch, like people who like to eat and drink. It's not that I eat that much. And drinking, okay, I'm never really drunk. I don't like being drunk, anyways. But I know that I could have a healthier diet. I'm sure of it. And I don't eat chocolate. I eat chips. Yeah, I eat chips. But I don't like sweets. So, well, sweets. It's to say I like something sour now and again, but not like chocolate or ice cream or cake. I don't want all that stuff. So in a way, it's not too bad, my eating pattern, but apparently it could do I could do a lot better, a lot better. And I love to eat my pastas and yeah, carbs. So trying. We will try. We will try. We will get there. We will get there. But on the other hand, what is this? It's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like there's not enough space. So I am supposed to put something there in. Yeah, okay. It's not too bad. Listen. Okay. Now and again I go over it and feel if there's no diamond sticking out, and it's actually not that bad. There's a bit of gapping going on, but when I put out the light pad you don't see it that much. How late is it? I think I'm gonna let you guys go because my husband will be home from work, and my spaghetti is on. We are eating spaghetti bolognese tonight. That's my absolute favorite dish of all. And I don't know if it's even that Italian anymore because I add so many things like bell peppers and everything, but it's so good. It's so good. So, yep. And then, if I'm up to it, I'm going to take a walk because I do intend to get my 10,000 steps a day. I doubt that today it will work because I've been working on this diamond painting almost a full day now. And after this diamond painting, I might do some other stuff just to not burn out too much and just enjoy my holiday a little. Oh yeah, and the birthdays. So Berre was he became 17 on the 26th of July, and Marie had her birthday on the 29th of July. She became 9. So yeah, that's also a factor. So we of course tried to do some stuff for them, and of course in the holidays it's not easy to plan some party because most of the people that have children are on holiday or their children are in a type of summer school. So but we try to do our best. And yesterday we went to the vet with the 2 cats, and the cats are completely healthy. I'm watching the kids outside now, and they're playing a game called Burritos, and that's a card game where you have to throw burritos at each other. It's really funny. My girl. It's so cute. Oh my god. Maybe one day I can film this. I think Anushka is filming right now. But anyways, so yeah. So I'm so sorry that I have been gone for a long time. Well, a long time. It's not that long, but I do want to keep up with you guys and tell you all and interact with you guys because I do miss you when I don't get um, on YouTube. I know it's not really interactive, but that might change. That might change because I'm planning on doing a live maybe. And, oh, yeah, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you could tell me when, maybe I would put up a poll for that. So tell me when your favorite time of day would be to go live so that I can really interact with you guys and know that I'm not that you're not sleep deprived and everything because I wouldn't want that because everybody needs their sleep. I know I do. I had 6 hours this night and I was like, I feel okay, but it's not like I'm really well rested. But I thank you guys so much for listening. So for this one, you will get a full review. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's not that much trouble. It's just clicking on that subscribe button down there. And maybe you could hit the bell next to it so that you know whenever I put up another video. Or just give me a thumbs up on your way out. That helps as well. And I do appreciate it very much. So, make sure to follow this channel because the event will start the 1st of September. And yes, I know there are other events. You can enter any event that you want with the same piece, but I made a video about that, so go back and watch that. Thank you so much. I think I will go outside and try to get my steps like, oh my god, like I didn't even hit my 5,000, so I think a long walk this tonight will do the trick. So thank you again for listening. Hope you are having a marvelous weekend, a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.